I am playing Solasta, Crown of the Magister. I am playing a custom campaign. Let me look up the exact one real quick because it's pretty good. Steam. I think it's called Curse of the Red Crow. And so far I'm only... so I'm playing, I think, the 4-man version, not the 6-man. Is this right? Huh. That was like a custom NPC. I haven't seen that before. I don't know if that was done with UB or what. Yeah, this is it. So I'm playing this. I'm only level 1, so I've only just begun. And so far the premise is that my party is partly responsible for some minor crime, and I can either serve time in jail or serve in the army. I'm serving in the army even though it's a war. But my characters, I guess, are kind of cocky and would rather just be out and about doing war stuff. And now I'm having my mettle tested by some sort of, outpost commander, and he sent me to go look for a rusty sword that may or may not be in some random underground layer, and also drive out some murdering robbers. Anyway, so I'm hoping to find my last 38 experience points and then do a long rest. I'm only level 1, and I encountered 2 dire wolves, and one of those dire wolves instantly killed my my warlock. So I'm prone to instant death. It doesn't take that much to put me down. Let's see here. I don't know. Because these are custom enemies, I don't have... That's actually a lot of hit points for me. I don't have a ton of insight into what their stats are because they're custom. So I can't just randomly guess. Alright, so I gotta take advantage of the terrain here. I have an altitude advantage. Oh my god. I forgot to be sneaky. I forgot to be sneaky. I really messed up. Okay, I feel like the music got really loud. Just turn it down for a second. So that was a total mess up on my part. How foolish of me. Okay, so do I want to block the stairs? I don't think I need to block the stairs yet. But I want to get like my cleric up there, and maybe this NPC character. Don't know about her. But man, did I mess up. That was a really foolish mistake. To not be sneaky. And these guys, like, at least one of them had 30 hit points. So that could spell trouble for me.
Oh, shake it off.
I think I'm gonna die. I can't take 7 hit points of damage. This is my second fight today. Guess I should have healed.
Your comrades will save you.
You hope. Okay, wolf. Boy, I mess up. I might have to embarrassingly suffer a TPK while I'm recording. A total party kill. Alright. Who do you think's worse, scoundrel or thug? Who do you think I could take down quicker?
Well struck.
So like 13 was about halfway on his hit points, so like 26 hit points, I guess. Hope he doesn't have pack attack. Want to loop around, but I don't want to take that hit, so I'm just going to swing. Man, she hits hard. Going to take a lot of that to win this fight, though. So, this NPC, I've never really played with an NPC before. And Shocked is pretty useful, but this distracting gambit makes people pretty vulnerable. On the other hand, I was hoping that she would have sneak attack when I hired her. Let's see here. I actually did want to move my fighter, so maybe I should try to take advantage of Shocked. Special rule.
Go on.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Just keep piling it on.
That's the way.
That's pretty productive. 2d4. Or is that just best of... Ow. My characters are gonna go down, I think. Maybe running up on the platform turned out to be a terrible idea. Oh, Rihanna, please don't die. Okay, where's my character that's dying? I feel like running up there actually just made me an easy target. So... Can I don't have heal someone you can see. So, uh-oh.
Another victory. This is destiny.
Trying to it's a complex calculus. I'm trying to put her out a bit as target bait, but I don't also want her to get ripped to shreds. Hopefully her shield can help her. Oh, V, pull through. Alright, dog, let's see what you can do. Scoundrel is unlit. Also unlit. Okay.
You can take it.
No, she can't. She's dead. Oh my gosh. 2 of my characters are down. It's by the strength of my NPCs that I maybe even have a chance, just by having, more actors on the stage. All right, who can I take down? Uh-oh, she has like 40 hit points.
Courage.
She has distracting gambit. Maybe you can help this marauder come down. That was very productive. Very nice.
Perfect.
Two of my characters are down. Alright, and I have 2 archer enemies that are giving me trouble. And I generally have a pretty successful strategy based around target saturation. That is, like, that present the computer's often not as effective at targeting my weakest character, although they do seem to find it pretty often. Alright, hopefully this isn't just for nothing.
Arun, Evo, Fury.
I'm gonna shoot at her. Oops. Shoot at her then. Not a very powerful.
Arcana Evo.
Not dead. That sucks. Alright, this time thing, does it hurt you at the beginning or the end? Let's make sure she's dead.
Perfect.
Alright. Ouch. Quit kicking my dog.
That's the way.
Jerks.
Not too bad.
You can't win.
Hope that guy keeps rolling twos. Can't wait for my cantrip to be a little more powerful.
Arcana Evo.
Ultimately, I would definitely say it was these
Gotcha.
archers. These archers that gave me the most trouble. They took down my character that was up here. Haha, die. Oh no. Can't let that get to 3. Hey, quit hitting my dog. I don't think my NPCs can be resurrected.
You were doomed.
Alright, does she have a healing potion? Because if she does, I think I want to just leave it for someone to use. Shoot. Well, someone else. Hopefully the priest. I mean, the priest does not have another healing potion, unfortunately. Does this lady heal? No. I'm gonna stabilize and hide with her. Oh shoot. I didn't help her at all. I'm gonna try to find a way to heal her.
You're
Shoot.
still standing.
Not for long. Okay, this dog basically needs to get out of here since I want to preserve them. Where could I go that's better?
A modest success.
Pretty low armor class. For some level 1. Gotta put that in context. Alright.
Go on!
Ha. That's more than enough in one fight to go past level level 1, that's for sure. It only takes 300 experience to get to level 1. This is a nice looking crypt. Enjoy playing other people's dungeons. Getting to see, let's go down there later. Getting to see how other people approach their layouts. This is nice.
Arcana and Joe. Zero.
I do like to turn the lights on in places I've visited.
Arcana and Joe. Zero.
Alright. What is in here? Do our level ups. I have enough food for the time being. So this will be interesting for me playing without a wizard. Repelling blast. I always like that one. I like being able to push my opponents around. Ooh, my character does extra damage with your charisma. Alright, so I'll get the one that ignores cover later. But I do like investing in Eldritch Blast with my Warlock. I remember that. It can be a powerful cantrip. Okay, I have no idea. Maybe in this campaign, languages might end up mattering. So I'll go ahead and have that up my sleeve in case that is a thing. This campaign already has stuff like the world map, so I know that it is using the Palace of Ice. Um, what do they call it? DLC. So that Palace of Ice also comes with, now you can have different languages on your lore-based items like your books and stuff like that, and force people to have proficiency in whatever language in order to read the document. So that's also part of the new Palace of Ice Dungeon Master content. I don't know that they'll use it, but in the past you didn't have to worry about let's see here. In the past you didn't have to worry about languages at all, and now it's something that's recently added, so people might have it more just to play with it. So for some reason I wasn't able to cast Healing Word. I don't know, I probably just misread the situation. Already this campaign kind of gives you like 2 NPCs that were, I have to admit, pretty strong. So I don't know, maybe that's potentially balanced around the idea of having like a 6-person squad. I've read that some of the mods on the PC allow you to have 6 party members, which is kind of intriguing. But I've never played with that. This is the PC version, which it's pretty much the same as the Xbox, but in the PC one, I actually have the game controller here. I just never use it. Not in this game. I'm not very familiar. Let me hit B. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with using it. It actually does seem pretty good. Like I can see why or how using a game controller in Solasta works pretty well. But I do like my mouse and keyboard. Alright, cautious this time. And look how loud these people are. Ridiculous. Skeletal Enforcer. Ogre Zombie. I'm only level 2. I gotta respect these kind of threats. There are no lights. I'm gonna drop this torch. Can I see him? I can. Nice. And at least I can see him enough. Alright, for you guys that are so loud, eventually she'll be spotted. But I think I'll try to do this with, does she have a proficiency in sneaky? does. You can come up too. The other characters are too loud. Come further back, guys. Alright, so poison's not going to work on an undead creature. That was not the big damage output I was hoping for. Uh-oh, I pushed him away. I forgot. That might have knocked him out of shooting range for my rogue or something. Uh-oh. So I want to get advantage on this attack. Yeah, so I get to roll 2 20-sided dice and pick the better outcome. This doubles my chance of a critical, which is really the best outcome. She's still stealthy, so I think I better retreat and hide. Just in case some of the other, enemies start moving around. Stay out of sight. Alright. Kind of regret shooting them with that. So you shoot over here this time. What do you mean you were spotted? Uh-oh. Oops. No, go this way. Not enough time for Rena now to run away. Didn't think that through too thoroughly, did I? Nice.
I really thought never mind.
I'm going to try to do turn undead, I think, in the near future. Let's see how this goes.
I know, I know.
Trying to see what it would take to become hidden again. Do I really have a chance to be hidden again? I'm not able to use sneak attack from where I am. But on the other hand, it might be good to kind of clog this doorway, so it's a little harder for that big dude to get to me. What do you see? I'm just trying to tag people with that time curse. Oh well.
Arcana Evo. Malmix. Even the dead could hear you.
Yeah, I think this is a cool map. I like the layouts. Fresh and interesting change up for my own maps. There's a lot of enemies. Not all of them are undead. Oh, I didn't realize spectral spiders counted as undead. Interesting.
Well done.
Well struck.
Uh-oh, I didn't realize turned and taking damage would work against each other. Guess I had to learn.
Perfect.
Oh, I thought that sound, I thought it was dead. I don't know how I did 12 points of damage. Critical.
Arcana Evo. Malmix. Well struck. Are you okay?
Ouch. That chick's a killer, man.
Impressive.
Ouch. Come on.
Arcana Evo Malmis. You have them now.
I don't know that I'm really choosing my targets wisely. I need to make sure I kill stuff. Take down my targets instead of spreading my damage around. I'm being kind of lazy about that. Ouch.
You cannot defeat me. Arun, Evo, Cure.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if that was worth the spell slot or not. My characters are really losing health. I doubt I can even recover this much health with my short rest.
Run while you can.
Who knows though, maybe I'll even gain another level after this fight. I don't think I'll be quite at level 3, but I might be close.
Oh, bad luck.
Take advantage of that cunning action.
Go on!
Alright, since my characters are so beat up, and I was thinking of taking a long rest pretty quickly, go ahead and use the spell slot.
Arcana Evo Malmis. You lose.
I did gain a level. Okay. Yeah, level 3 is when I feel like, you know, you really find what your characters do and stuff like that. I think pretty much that's a widespread sentiment. Levels 1 and 2 is often, at least even in like an old school Dungeons and Dragons, I've read that level 1 and 2 were treated as sort of an audition for the character to live. If they made it to level 3, then they really started getting the benefits. Although in the oldest school version of Dungeons and Dragons, characters didn't really benefit from level gains as much as they benefited from the loot that they pulled out of dungeons, which was generally assigned, you know, through loot tables and random dice rolls. In fact, a lot of Solasta dungeon maker stuff actually supports playing like that too, which adds an interesting layer or approach to exploring dungeons. Alright, since I gained a level, I'm going to go ahead and long rest and take advantage. I should stop exploring new territory where I might get attacked again. When I need to heal. I noticed I didn't look back there. Interesting. So I could just walk around, but you guys chose to crawl. Okay. Just wonder if there's something I overlooked over here. No. Okay, where is my camp? So, these are actually been some pretty challenging fights right off the bat. It's sort of an open world. I think, I'm not sure how open it is. I found an entryway to a dungeon that I didn't have to enter, I don't think. And I just went in there right away. And so far it's worked out. But those have actually been pretty challenging fights. So definitely the dire wolf one, where it was pretty... one second. Yes, anyway. Those fights pushed my characters to their limits. The second one in particular. Alright, let's pick my roguish archetype. I tend to like spellcasting rogues. I'll see. It doesn't really seem like this lady. I tend to be very partial to shadow casting. And I do love shadow dodge. Well, that's right. My warlock doesn't even have identify. So it makes it more useful to even have... oops. Good annoying bee. So it's not like, you know, when you're a rogue, Shadow Dagger is pretty much good for like clearing out debris, like jungle brush that you want to make clear so you can walk down a trail. So it's not like you really need Shadow Dagger. You want to be throwing arrows. Alright, I feel like I'm never going to use these. Like, I might use Annoying Bee, but I actually don't think I'll ever use... Like, I'll never take an action to do true cast, because instead I'll just be better off shooting my arrows. Okay, so I really wanted to identify and that sort of stuff. I'm going to do Mage Armor. I have a feeling it's going to come up, because I don't have any characters that are armorless, but if I found myself without armor, I was thinking something like that in the back pocket can be useful. All right, so what is this? What is any of this? All right, being proficient with a knife and a blade is kind of fun because then you get to have a rapier. But to be honest, you want to be using Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast, when it's fully like fleshed out, is a pretty good and steady offensive producer. Anyway, so let's see if I like these cantrips. I do get... Oh, I don't want to unlearn. Vicious Mockery. I might have to do that just because it's so funny. Hmm. Okay, I actually do like being able to control people's movement. Ray of Frost has that. You do get 3 cantrips. I do want to do Vicious Mockery because it's just so funny to think that you're like insulting people to death. My character's never going to do a melee hit. Um, I like the novel concept of having Firebolt and Ray of Frost. I would like that for a wizard. But to be honest, like cantrips that do ranged attacks aren't that important for a warlock. Shocking Grass can be very clutch. Shatter. I want Misty Step at some point, but it's important to get an area of attack spell because warlocks don't have many area of attack spells anyway. And then because my character does that Curse of Time thing, you know, all you got to do is tag people with the Curse of Time. And there's this way of using your Curse of Time and spread it around a lot of enemies that it ends up behaving like an area of effect control. You know, area of effect is only really, you know, at its best. Well, there's a lot of reasons AoE is good. I won't speculate wildly here. I like never remember to use these bonuses like Rousing Shout. This one's so good. I feel like how could you not take this one? So this doubles your chance of getting a critical hit, and if you have advantage, then that like doubles it again. So I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure what how much that shifts the odds. I mean, it shifts the odds quite a bit because at one point it goes from like, you know, 1 in 20, let's say 5%, and if you have advantage, that's 10%, and then I think if you have advantage on 19 and or criticals on 19 and 20, we're talking 20%. So 1 in 5 of your attacks is a critical if you have advantage. But still, this is I think it's hard to even advocate for these other points. Maybe Spellblade if you want to cast magic, but now that I did make a rogue caster, I'm not too concerned about, you know, having a caster wizard. But getting benefit criticals is, I think, a big. It's substantially better than the other options, it seems to me. Characters are just so loud. I really enjoy having like leather armor and breastplate that doesn't have such a big noise profile. But it does make my rogue have to do roguey things like sneak away from the group. Quite a give and take. Interesting room layout over here. Love the multi-layer or the multi-height stuff. Yeah, it's interesting insight into people's like dungeon mastering approaches, how they lay out. Wow. I do get some good gear pretty early in this. You know, I'm level 3. This character has +1 leather, +1 short sword. She's the only character with really good magic gear yet, though. It's not like everyone's loaded. And I did have to take out some pretty good baddies. In the D20 system, +1 isn't a big, you know, a huge, tremendous benefit. I read that the original, oldest version of D&D, you actually use 2d6 instead of D20. And in a 2d6 system, +1 is an enormous benefit. And it's not as substantial in in a D20 system. But then you start, you know, incorporating things like advantage, stuff like that. Of course, then it does become more meaningful. I like my first character tends to pick up a lot of stuff, no matter how strong they are or weak they are. All right, can she do a ritual to identify, or does it have to be a spell slot? All right. So I was hoping she could do ritual identification. It's not like I ever use my rogue for many spells. Yeah, I knew that. I haven't even identified her armor yet, now that I think about it. Like, I can't use this, can I? Oh, okay. I give my rogues a lot of good stuff, don't I? I haven't even like given my fighter anything. Really colorful. I like that. You get started crafting some stuff, I think. So, would I be proficient in Smith's tools if I had some? I have several characters that can't make anything. We'll see if I can get some arrows made. Before I go there, let's go here. Uh-oh. See, some other characters might be better able to open that. Sometimes you just a matter of pushing your luck. So I was wondering if that was a trap. If I go in there and suddenly some skeletons pop out and I'm stuck in a cage and they can shoot me with arrows, because that's what I would do. So I was concerned. Alright, let's pass this thing around. Embarrassing. You suck. Dude. This is not my day for dice rolls. Just don't. Can someone roll like a 10? Alright. This is some Mephistophelian trap, I know it. Wow. Look at that. That's fancy stuff. Can't wait to identify it. I hope it's not cursed. Is she a human? Sylvan elf. So she has dark vision, right? Who doesn't have dark vision? Her. Maybe I can find one of those rings and just keep it on her. Dark vision is one of the least important problems I have discovered in a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. Ultimately, because you use light against undead so often that you want to have light anyway to like blind a lot of undead. So in fact, dark vision isn't as not having dark vision isn't as crippling as you might first think, primarily because you actually want to throw light out a lot anyway, because it's often even a weapon in these dungeons. Skeleton. Definitely want to take care of the archers. The other ones will be busy charging me. You know, I feel like there's probably like a lot more skeletons than just 3. 3's not that dangerous. Yeah, we'll roll these guys. How'd you know to go this way? Dang it, jerk. At least these enemies, once they start taking fire, they don't just sit around being like, doing nothing. Because some enemies, if you're hidden like this, will literally do nothing.
That's on me.
Is that a critical?
Sorry.
Yes. Take out the archers.
Oops.
Everyone else will be charging you. And you'll have a little more time. I was hoping it would be enough to kill him. Unfortunately, it was not. 1. That's not getting it done.
Curses. My fault.
A bunch of like leapfrog. at how much your face looks like a squeezed out Twinkie.
Arcana encho minure.
What? Vicious School laughed off my insult.
Again. Ooh.
My cavalry. Just running around kicking a whole lot of ass.
You'll need to do better than that.
Oh, my cavalry ran into stiff resistance. I gotta go save his ass. Alright, don't really care about that skeleton. Skeleton forces are much more dangerous. Still need to take care of them.
Arcana Evo Malmix. One less enemy. Artistic note?
Hell of a
Not
jump.
much.
Whatever. That jump was great.
Just bad luck.
Alright, my fighters there doing what fighters are supposed to do. Uh-oh. Rolled a 4.
Arcana Evo Malmix.
13 plus 1. Too much cover, I guess.
You have them now.
Nice.
Well struck.
Stabby lady. Ouch.
Shake it off.
Excellent. But it is really disappointing loot. Yeah, overall, I still really enjoying like the level. Like, I love this purple light. They were very attentive to laying out like the colors of rocks together in a way that was pleasing, and I think these levels are really cool. So that's neat. And then I love the varied height. You got some like these higher levels right up here, and these are above the floor. Okay. Soul Drinker Dagger. Very worthwhile. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I love this stairwell. And they had a gap here with the wood, but then they also have the solid layer. Interesting. Interesting, interesting way to build this space. This is actually a thing you could jump down from, but also shoot arrows better. I guess that's not blocked really. So again, this campaign is called the Red Crow.
I underestimated you.
There's a
My
version of it that
apologies.
also supports 6 players. Highly encourage you to check it out. You can go ahead and hang up for now. Y'all have a good evening.